Welcome back, everyone. It is Aric from Rare Candy, and today we have a very annoying Arceus VSTAR concoction featuring my boy Torkoal V, which is a card that, you know, a lot of you might not be familiar what it does for pretty good reason. This card really hasn't been viable ever since Welder rotated, but thanks to Arceus VSTAR coming in the format, anything seems possible these days. So what better time to dust off this old card back from the Sword and Shield base set. But the reason we are playing Torkoal is for this second attack, Steam Crush. It does 120 and you discard 2 energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So I know this damage output isn't the strongest in the world, but discarding 2 energy at a time sometimes is absolutely massive and can set your opponent behind a turn and prevent them from attacking. You know, I think this is a pretty decent attack, but the issue up until now has been this really annoying energy cost. And of course, that is where our homie Arceus VSTAR is going to come in with that lovely Trinity Nova attack to accelerate some energies into play. So that's going to be the general core of the deck. We're trying to annoy our opponent into submission today and going all in on the energy denial strategy, while also going for some decent 2-shotting amounts of damage in the early game with Arceus VSTAR. So that's what we're trying out today. And before we get any deeper in today's video, if you guys can't, remember to smack that like button to help feed my arch nemesis, the dreaded YouTube algorithm. And if you need any cards to complete this deck for yourself, you can check out our friends at PTCGO You guys can use coupon code RARECANDY at checkout to get yourselves a discount. And Rare Candy's patrons not only had early access to this deck list, but also have their own exclusive discount code for even bigger savings. Links will be down below in the description. But jumping back into our deck here, a lot of the other Pokemon, very straightforward stuff. We got our Crobat, we got our Luminions, we got our Burrell for whenever we are under something like Path to the Peak. We can still draw some extra cards with that in the process. But looking to our trainer cards, things definitely get a little bit more interesting. To double down on this whole energy denial strategy with Torkoal, we have, of course, the 4 Crushing Hammers to get some additional discards along the way. And we also have the 1 copy of Flannery in the deck as well, which has us discard a special energy from our opponent's active and a stadium in play. So Flannery, of course, pairs nicely with our energy denial strategy and also does give us another out against Path to the Peak decks if we still do need our abilities to get set up. The rest of our trainer cards, I think by and large, are going to be standard fare. We have our Raihan to maybe help cheat an extra attachment if something gets knocked out. We have a couple copies of Magma Basin to help get some additional energies on Torkoal, though our deck isn't really a designated fire deck and we're not really trying to use Magma Basin every turn. So we still have a couple of copies of Path as well. After we've used Starbirth, a lot of times we don't need our abilities anymore. So Path is going to be nice in that mid to late game, especially if you can, you know, hit a Crushing Hammerheads, strip your opponent's energy with Steam Crush, and then Path them. It's just kind of an annoying combo of cards to have to deal with here. For our tool cards, we do have a couple different ones. We have our 1 Air Balloon, but we do have Big Charm, Cape of Toughness, and Choice Belt. Cape of Toughness, of course, is going to be for our Torkoals. That's going to buff them all the way up to 260 HP, just making them a little bit more tankable. The Big Charm going to be for Arceus, and then also the Choice Belt most of the time is also going to be for Arceus to hit some of those magic numbers. So from there, just our energy, and that is going to round out the deck we're trying today. Let's hop in some games, and hopefully Torkoal will be able to annoy our opponent into submission today. Let's check it out. Well, that's not what you like to see. Luminion's definitely not going to be our favorite starter. And we're probably going to have to research away quite a few good cards. We're going to have to get rid of Raihan, Boss, Arceus. And so Galar Mine, okay, that makes me think this is maybe Eternatus. We see a Galarian Wheezing. Okay, we see a Coughing. So maybe it's Eternatus with Galarian Wheezing as like an early game sort of wall or something. This could be interesting. Not really sure what we're getting ourselves into just yet over here, but right out the gate, we will go for the Magma Basin, bump their Stadium, and top deck. Decking the fire energy is actually good too, because we can toss that away and get a Torkoal. Or actually, we probably still want Arceus. Well, we do want both. Ideally, we'd like Arceus, Torkoal, and a double turbo. But if we get Torkoal, we have better odds of hitting Arceus off of the research. So, still a little greedy that we might miss, but we still have our Crobat in deck, so we can keep digging if we need to. But I think we're just going to go for the Torkoal. Maybe it's a little bit greedy trying to get value out of the magma basin here, but we're gonna see what happens. Okay, we do hit the Arceus. Unfortunately, we have no switching card. That's the other issue that we have right now. But either way, we will go ahead and get down the fire energy, get down double turbo, and from there just pass over to our opponent. We could bench the second Torkoal, but you know, I don't know if we're going to need 2 Torkoal just yet. Usually one kind of gets us where we need to go. Or one fully powered Torkoal, at least. There's going to be Galarian Weezing getting powered up and a Marnie. Ooh, the Marnie feels bad if they retreat and we don't have a supporter. So we'll see. Okay, but we do have the Arceus VSTAR. That's good. Okay, there's going to be Galarian Zigzagoon. We have the Purloins coming down. We got Crobat. So, I mean, this looks like it would be Eternatus based on the Pokemon they're playing, but we've seen no Eternatus V, so I'm very curious, you know, what they got going on here. We see a Choice Belt as well. Maybe this is just a Galarian Weezing deck, but Moltres is like a backup attacker for them. That definitely could be. But we'll go ahead and evolve over here. Do we get down the double turbo? We can't one-shot Moltres either way. Or if we didn't have a switching card in hand, so I actually don't want to Ultra Ball. Like, I don't want to Ultra Ball rearrange the order of our deck because there were no cards in our last hand that we need for this turn. Right? I don't think so. So I think we're just going to do this and go for the Marnie. Because, like I said, we could have played Ultra Ball to thin, but at the same time, that would have rearranged the order of our deck. But either way, we did not get there, unfortunately. So I will get down another Arceus V. And what I actually will do... I forgot to check to see if Bidoof was in deck, but that is definitely, I think, what we want here. Because there is a decent chance our abilities are going to be turned off. And Burrell could be a way at ensuring that we can still draw extra cards as we need to. So it does look like our air balloon is prized, but we do still have switch. Ooh, escape rope is prized. Oh, yeah, switch is literally our only switching option this turn, which feels really bad. Okay, so we'll have to make that work, and we're just going to pass from there. Now, luckily at this point, we are just an attachment away from retreating. So ideally, they just pass again and let our Lumineon continue to be poisoned. Okay, we see the Adventurer's Discovery, another card that makes me think this is Eternatus. So I don't know if our opponent's just having like an awkward game or if they're just mismanaging their bench base, but normally they would want an Eternatus VMAX down. They have no Dark Energy in discard either to use with the Dire Flame Wings ability. So overall, just kind of a bizarre game so far. But there's the Liepard, so that will help them get set up a little bit more here. I'd imagine the big thing they want is to just be able to attack with Moltres and knock out Lumineon. Okay, just going to go for the Sphere Poison yet again, so we absolutely do need to retreat this turn though. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and attach the... I'm actually tempted to just power up this Arceus V with the VSTAR and use this to retreat. Because I do want to actually be able to one-shot this. And if we do get down a belt on this thing with only basic fire energies, that will work out pretty well for us. So let's go for the research. Okay, Crushing Hammers. If we get heads, that would definitely be pretty big for us. And we do. Getting rid of those Hiding Darks in particular is going to be really big. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the spot that we're going to be in here, guys. We'll get down our cape. And yeah, overall, this looks to be a really solid spot to be in. So let's get rid of the quick balls as well. And grab our Barrel. And suddenly, we're in a really good spot, I think. Because their bench is clunked up. We took away their extra... their potential extra attacker's energy. And now we're just going to go for the training over here. So So let's do... We're probably not attacking with Torkoal next turn, so for that reason, I think we're actually just going to put all of the energy over on Arceus. Because again, I do want to have an out to knocking out Moltres V in one shot here. We just need Choice Belt at that point, but I'm pretty sure our Choice Belt was in deck. So there's Air Balloons. That's good. We found one of our many switching cards out of the prizes. So we're just going to promote the Zigzagoon. Okay, and there's the Eternatus. That is fine with me. Okay, there's going to be their Dark Energy. Now they can get those out of discard with that Dire Flame Wings ability. But yeah, they're really behind setting up their VMAX. But, you know, at this point, I don't know how good of a spot they're going to be in. Like, even if they set up Eternatus VMAX, if they don't boss Torkoal on the same turn, we can actually just remove both of their energy with Torkoal. And at that point, we're going to be feeling pretty okay. They're already down 2 of their Hiding Darks as well, which is really good. We still have both their Paths. Okay, and we do get the boss, so that's good. I'm going to get down our Air Balloon over here. And before we do anything else, I think I'm going to go for the Industrious Incisors. And actually, what we can do, we can actually Starbirth and boss... and Choice Belt another V-Star. So let's go for the barrel before we do anything else here. But I'm pretty sure we do have the cards we need in deck. So let's just go ahead and burn the Starbirth, because again, I'm pretty sure I did see both of them. Yeah, there's the V-Star, and yeah, there is our Choice Belt. So I'm kind of anticipating a scoop at this point, guys. I don't think things are going to be going too good for our opponent over here. So let's just get down the Choice Belt. I think we can harder treat as well. I kind of want to save our switch if need be, because we're still only just one attachment away from getting this guy powered up again. So go for the boss, bring up Eternatus VMAX, or I'm sorry, Eternatus V, and go for the Trinity Nova. So yeah, I think this game is kind of a wrap at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and get both of our energy over here on the Torkoal, because we always could slap down another double turbo on either of these guys to finish powering them up. So Fire Energy, that's actually a really good prize, given we don't have any more in deck. And another Fire Energy, really good. So I think we have this one pretty much locked up at this point, guys. They can attack with Moltres, but as you can see, we are going to be able to take a one-shot on them. And at that point, we just have to knock out a puny Zigzagoon or Liepard. So I think this game is pretty much over. We'll see, though. We do know our opponent plays Gower Mine, so maybe there's some weird shenanigans where that could really come back to mess us up. There's going to be the Dire Flame Wings. They do need an attachment and a switch. Okay, but there is the hard attachment to the Crobat. Oh, okay, interesting. They're just going for the... poison. We're actually out of all of our bosses, so I might end up retreating. Or, I'm sorry, switching. Oh, but they're going to go for the boss. Bring up Luminion. So they are desperate to fish something out of the prizes. But I'm actually totally cool with this. I really want to save our Arceuses over here. And having the Big Charm also really good, because we can actually pivot into our Arceus V-Star with a Big Charm. And that's going to be kind of difficult for our opponent to take a one-shot with their VMAX next turn. There's going to be the Zigzagoon. So we'll have to see where they're going to start putting that damage with the Zigzagoon. Oh, but they're just going to toss it away. Okay, so I'm very curious what our opponent is digging for right now. Maybe just a second Eternatus V. Maybe they're kind of scared by that boss play we made last turn. But all of our boss's orders are in the discard pile at this point. So anything they bench is going to be safe. Okay, but there's going to be a Crobat V. Opponent's gone through a lot of cards without doing a whole lot so far, I have to say. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely going to be the turn. We're going to pivot into this V-Star. And then at that point, we have an escape rope stealing prizes that we could get. But yeah, we'll just do this. And this is definitely going to be a good turn to potentially path as well. So we'll do this. Putting the Fire Energy back in deck is also something I don't mind over here too. So there's going to be the Marnie. Let's see. Okay, so we can bump their stadium no matter what. Sure, I don't mind. I don't think... Yeah, that's fine. I kind of wish it was a path. That definitely would have been nice. Oh, I guess we could have tried to dig like a card deeper with Crobat. Would have gotten us 2 cards. I don't know if that would have been worth it or not. So, yeah, for the moment, I think we're cool just to go for the Trendy Nova, take the KO. And actually, if they attach a Hiding Dark, we do have the Flannery ready as well. So let's just do this. And right now, we're looking pretty good, guys. Again, I can't imagine we're going to lose this one. And there's the escape rope. So I think that's probably going to be a wrap. Anything they promote is going to have enough HP for us to knock out at this point. But honestly, they've been through so many basic Pokemon. I'm skeptical if they can even get the knockout here. They're going to need an energy switch to go with this manual attachment. Okay, but there's going to be a research. They're only going to have 4 cards left in deck. Ordinary Rod. Okay, that will at least help them maybe get some more basics. Okay, a couple Zigzagoons. That definitely could help them reach the right numbers. We have 310 HP. They're going to need probably a Choice Belt and a Zigzagoon with a full bench to knock us out. So we'll see if they can make that happen. There's going to be a Liepard hitting the bin. There's a Zigzagoon. So again, we need to see Energy Switch, Choice Belt, the 1 Zigzagoon, and then a full bench. They're kind of close to getting there. I'm not sure if they still have another way at drawing cards. I wasn't paying attention if they used the Liepard already. But even still, guys, I mean, they definitely could just deck out too. But we'll see here. Okay, there's going to be an Ultra Ball. I mean, okay, there's Zigzagoon. I was going to say, are you really going to get Crobat, my dude? You're just going to deck if you do that. Okay, there's going to be the Dire Flame Wings. Okay, and they're just going to pitch away the Zigzagoon. Very interesting, because they need that to actually get a KO here. And okay, that's going to be the game. Like, you can pass for game. There's the energy switch. So at least they were able to finally get off an attack with the Eternatus, but their early game was really weird. They kind of clunked up their bench. I don't know if it was just a misplay or if they had to stay in the game. Yeah, so at that point, guys, yeah, get the victory screen. We had escape rope. We were definitely good to go. Unfortunately, we didn't get to use the Torkoal, but we were ready to go. Even if we didn't have the rope, we definitely could have just gotten rid of their energies on Eternatus. And between that and Path, I don't think they would have been able to claw their way back in that one. Okay, we can work with this. It feels bad opening with Flannery in a hand like this, because I like saving this for, you know, just the right time. But now, if they get down double turbo, we play in Flannery. I'm saving this hand, and we're just going to Flannery attach pass. That's what we're hoping. Oh, but they have the energy search instead. That feels bad. Not what you like to see. Okay, Bidoof, I'm cool with you. Do we get down the path? That's the question. We might need to Crobat if we don't find what we need, so... No, I'm going to say sure. We're going to get a little bit risky with it. I don't know if this is the right play, but... They're an Arceus deck. They're threatening you Starbirth next turn. Let's cut them off from that. Ah, okay. We do have Crushing Hammer. That's good. Can we get a heads? That would be huge, guys. And we do. Okay, we are in business, y'all. So, let's just go for the Quick Ball. Get rid of the Air Balloon. Because if they boss Torkoal, we'd rather switch. Yeah, we're cool with this. An Ultra Ball can get us a V-Star or a Barrel if we need to next turn. All right. So let's get our homie Torkoal down, and at this point we will go for the Trainee Charge, and we're feeling pretty good about the spot of this game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So let's do this, right? We do have a lot of energy in discard already, but it's gonna have to be okay. Now we can still actually get off the attack with Torkoal because we have the Magma Basin, so we can Basin switch if we need to. But yeah, the Crushing Hammerhead's absolutely massive. But I will say this, if they are playing Dark Energy, there is definitely a chance they're playing something like Galarian Moltres V or like a regular Galarian Moltres. So there could be some energy switch shenanigans afoot in this deck that we might have to watch out for. Oh, okay, we have Rapid Strike Urshifu. That feels bad. Rapid Strike Urshifu is definitely not what I want to see. So definitely very good that we took care of their energy there. And they did get rid of the VMAX. Hey, that is music to my ears. But there's going to be the Rapid Strike energy. We are taking this thing out. Okay, Escape Rope. That's cool. Sure, we put Bidoof up? I guess. I'll say sure. Now, if they have Zigzagoon in addition, that feels bad, but okay. I was mentally prepared for them to quick ball and grab the Zigzagoon and be like, okay, cool. my worst dreams are coming true. Okay, so they're probably going to strafe. That's fine. We're good with that. Now, are they going to switch their Urshifu? That's the next question. I hope not. I am... Okay, bro, if you really want to, we'll play like that. So let's go ahead and... They can't Starbirth, so what do we... Get rid of Path plus Big Charm. I think I'm cool with that, because I kind of do want to save the stadium. If we absolutely have to... in case we absolutely do have to bump it. But I'd like to keep them Path until like the very last possible minute. So we'll go for the Industrious Incisors. So we'll get this down. Do we just go for the research? We have a good bit of energy left in deck, so like we could. That would feel so bad if we missed, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys.
1 hour later.
You know what, guys? I think we're gonna risk it. And let's just go for the research. Can we get energy? And we whiff. That feels so bad. Okay, if we get hammers, things aren't quite as bad, though.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Sweet. So I guess we're going to do this. No, we probably shouldn't in case they have boss, right? But no, they would have to... Yeah, it feels bad. That's a big whiff, guys. I'm not even going to lie. We'll just go for the Combustion Pillar. And hopefully we hit energy here. That'd be dope. Ah, of course. It's double turbo energy instead. Oh my god, that's so bad. I think we had decent odds, guys. Like, we had 3 fire energy left in deck, plus our double turbos. Between Barrel and research, I think we should have been able to get there. So we kind of knew that was a risky play going in, but there's going to be the Drizzile. They're going to bump the stadium anyways, which... it's kind of a spit in the face, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully they don't have what they need to get a knockout with this Rapid Strike Urshifu, because this was such a big whiff. Okay, so are they going to go for the G-Max Rapid Flow? Okay, Starbirth. That's fine, bro. Do what you got to do. The issue is, if they do go for a G-Max Rapid Flow, it's still going to take them a couple turns to get powered up with their V-Star. Let's see. We do have one more counter stadium, so that's good, but man, whiffing that attack feels so bad. there's the boss. So are we going to see the VMAX rapid flow? Knocking this guy out and doing, what, 120 to... The other Arceus isn't that bad either. Okay, another Sobble coming down. We have not seen any water energy, which tells me they might not be playing Melanie, but if they're playing dark energy, that means they probably are playing some sort of Moltres that they can maybe energy switch with. Okay, I'm actually happy them taking out the Burrell though, because the Burrell doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, now you show up. Yeah, we'll just do this. And I do kind of want to get down a cape here because a belted Arceus is going to be able to knock out Torkoal. But if we do, what, so if we attack twice, 240. Okay, so we can actually still two-shot without the belt, so that makes you feel a little bit better. We did discard Big Charm, so I think we can safely get down Choice Belt back here. And just go for a Marty. So hopefully we can get the counter stadium, but we have Starbirth, so I guess we can guarantee it. And our next turn is looking pretty good, I will say that. We have quite a few disruption elements. I'm going to say we hold off on the Starbirth. Like, I do want to bump their stadium. I absolutely do. But I'm not, like, that worried about... Maybe I should be, though. So, let's go for the Starbirth. Oh, we prized our Magma Basin. Sick. That's exactly what I wanted to happen, of course. We at least grab the cape. I'm okay with that. We definitely want our Torkoal to be able to survive a little bit over here. Then from there, maybe Luminion. I'm like kind of okay with that. That gives us an out to whatever supporter we might want for next turn. Boss is the big one. Other than that, I don't think we want much else. So I'm going to say sure. So let's attach here. And we'll just go for the Steam Crush. So yeah, the whiffing the energy cost us 3 prizes in this game, which feels utterly atrocious. Okay, there's going to be Quick Ball. They can always get the energy back with Training Court, of course. There's a Sobble, we don't care about that. And there's a Research. Okay, energy switch hitting the bin is actually huge because of this deck. Because that's one of their only ways at playing around our disruption is like waiting until they have the play to be able to go attach energy switch and attack all at once. Whereas if they're just attaching energy one by one, you know, they can be susceptible to our hammers and our attacks and stuff like that. So there's going to be the double turbo. So they're probably just going to retreat this guy, I would imagine. Collapse Stadium. I'm actually cool with that. I don't want them to get their energy back. So I would absolutely love it if that's what they played. And they are down one of each in Teleon too. Gonna get rid of Rapid Strike. I mean, Rapid Strike served its purpose. I mean, you can't argue with that. Okay. I mean, I'm cool with this, guys. I will happily just... I think we'll do this. In case of a boss stall, we can just hard retreat this guy. So let's do this. And I am totally fine just going for the Steam Crush here, I think. Yeah. So I know our opponent did jump ahead in the prizes, but I still think we have a chance of winning this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have our 6th energy in there, so we actually probably can't set up this other Torkoal. Ooh, but there's Raihan, so that is going to allow them to get up and running, get off a trendy charge more than likely, because they can search their deck for the double turbo that they need to finish this attack. But we could still have a pretty sick turn here if we can get at least one hammerheads and discard 2 energy. Oh, okay. We will happily take that though. So let's go ahead and attach here. And just go for the Steam Crush. I don't know what else we would really want, so... They bumped their own training court too, which definitely is helping us in this situation. But I can't imagine they'd be out of energy. But maybe the rest of energy is in hand. Maybe that's the issue. Okay, if there's dark energy. Okay, so we're definitely getting rid of this no matter what this turn. We are determined. We have Crushing Hammer. That's what I like to see. Okay, so we'll just attach to this guy back here. So I'm just going to go for the Steam Crush, actually. We have Hammer, we have Boss. So no matter what, we can guarantee we're going to get rid of their energy. I'm fine just taking it slow like this. Torkoal has them kind of in the lock now. Okay, there's your Rapid Strike energy, homie. Don't care about that. Oh, well, if they do have their other Urshifu. But, yeah, they have 2 gone. I don't imagine they're playing another Urshifu. All right, Crushing Hammer. Dope. And... do we just escape route? No, we actually are cool with this, I think. And we get a victory screen. Okay, we'll take it. I think we actually could have wound up winning that one no matter what. Even though our opponent did jump ahead early like that, they were kind of out of energy from what we could see, and it wasn't looking good from them going forward. So we'll take the early concession. Alrighty guys, thanks for coming by and checking out this annoying Torkoal V deck that we have here today. You know, Torkoal, it's definitely one of the weaker backup attackers that you could pair with Arceus because you're only hitting 120 at a time. So this deck definitely doesn't have the raw damage output as some of the other Arceus variants or even some of the other decks in general that are in the format, but don't underestimate how many games can be won just from 1 Hammerheads plus a Steam Crush in the same turn sometimes. And at the end of the day, it's still an Arceus variant, so no matter how bad Torkoal might seem, the core of the deck is still super strong. But of course, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to smack that like button. And if you want to be a little bit extra generous and take that support to the next level, you can also become a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg or pick up some merch at rarecandytcg.com. Links will be down below in the description. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.